Keeping a close eye on the municipal strike in Durban. My colleague Sibongakonke Mbatha is there. Let's cross over to her now. Very good afternoon to you. Describe what's happening where you are.
A very good afternoon. It seems like the ongoing strike from municipal workers is continuing in full force once again. Yesterday, during Workers' Day celebrations, it did seem like they had toned it down because we do understand that there was a meeting that was supposed to happen and it did actually happen between municipal officials, the council, EXCO, as well as the union, South African Municipal Workers Union, where they were continuing their deliberations because the marathon of the meeting with regards to salary increment started on Tuesday, where we saw the entire Durban CBD being gridlocked using municipal vehicles. And then yesterday, the municipality came back to us saying that they have made a decision. They've established a task team to investigate the employment of the 55 workers that many employees are actually disputing their salary increases, who are apparently Mkhonto Wesizwe veterans. So now they said that they are going to be cutting down on their increment that they've been receiving for this entire time, and they're going to be setting up a task team to investigate their employment and whether or not they received increments following proper procedure. And they requested that municipal workers all over the city resume back to work today. And this very morning, none of that, we have witnessed none of them going back to work, but instead they've come back into the inner city, but this time around not locking the entire Dr. Pixley Gaseme street, but rather being strategic about it. I'll move out of shot so that my colleague Nyandu can show you the municipal vans which were barred from being used. The municipality had said that they are denouncing the use of municipal vehicles to intensify the strike. They said that it's unlawful, but as we stand, they continue to be used. Right now, they are used to block the main two roads that connect the city, Dr. Pixley Gaseme, which is commonly known as West Street, as well as Joe Slovo, which is commonly referred to as Field Street. These particular roads are the main roads that connect the city. When you disable them, you're practically disabling the functions of the city because local transportation can't really function at this point, and commuters, unfortunately, are bearing the brunt of having to walk in and around the city wherever they want to go, regardless of whatever situation they are in. We do understand that the multitudes of municipal employees have once again ascended to the city hall, outside the city hall, because we do understand that the meeting is continuing once again. On Tuesday, when we spoke to City Manager Sipho, he had said that their main grievance is to be upgraded as well, to be incremented to grade 10 salary from grade 4. He said that it's impossible for the council to make such a salary increment for every municipal employee. But that was the main point that the municipal workers were striking for. And when that was heard, when he came out to address them, that's where we witnessed the unforeseen, where they satellites the rubbish that they had thrown all over the city, and they clashed with the police because they were saying that we had initially said that increment for all or no increment at all. So at this current point, they've resumed a meeting once again over salary increment, and the workers are being represented by the union, which remains stern in their demand, saying that we also want the same increment. Do not stop the increment that these 55 workers have been receiving, because now it's an inconvenience to them. Some of them have started out bonds, expenses, using the salary that they've been receiving. So it would be unlawful to reverse the money they've been receiving this entire time. They're saying that whatever process was used really does need to be investigated. But for now, they remain stern in their calling that they also want to be grade 10 salary employees. They do not want to back down. That's the one thing that they want. And only then will they resume back to work. And the impact that this strike has had on communities. Yesterday we visited Claremont. It was 92 community members who went out and blocked roads using burning tires, demanding that the President Cyril Ramaphosa, comes and addresses them, because yesterday the National May Day celebrations were actually coming across at Ulu Stadium in Claremont, and they were demanding that the president comes and addresses them because the impacts of the strike is affecting various communities who currently are without water and electricity.
Sibongakonke Mbatha giving us an update from Durban there on what's happening with that municipal workers' strike. We'll follow that story and keep you updated.